Alright everybody, welcome back to CWRL's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory, and we have just completed our first matchup of round 1 and have witnessed an incredible upset of the Miller Timers, the last place points team right now, just defeated the Candymen with a score of 21-9. The Candymen's traffic jammer car got caught up and stuck on pit road, losing 6 laps to the leaders. And by virtue of that mishap, it cost the Candymen their victory, their little points advantage that they had from leading laps there. It looked like it was all said and done for the Miller Timers, but that was just exactly what they needed to move on to round 2. And now we're about to figure out who their opponents are going to be here between Boogity Boogity Racing and the Smokehouse. Definitely should be an interesting matchup here. We got 10 minutes on the clock. Once again, gonna see where they line up here.
Drivers, to your cars.
You can see that the Smokehouse has swept the front row with their checkers car right on point there. So that'll give them a very swift and decisive advantage with the checkers car for Boogity Boogity Racing starting in the 4th spot. And that's usually the worst spot to start in the top 4. It's so easy to get up into traffic jammers, congestion, and the chaos there. But we're going to see
Drivers, to
how everything falls off here. So the pace car is underway. Smokehouse with the pole as the pace car is off and the clock is on. The second match up of round 1 is underway. Smokehouse not getting the good jump that they need with the wrecker car for Boogity Boogity Racing moving to the point. And you can see all those traffic jammers already mixing it up with each other. Some of them upside down already. I wonder if that means one of them's going to wind up on pit road. You can see that checkers car working the outside line. The checkers car for the Smokehouse trying to fend off a traffic jammer here, not doing very well. He has fallen back into the 5th position. Meanwhile, you can see that Boogity Boogity Racing is looking to capitalize on the misfortune of the Candymen and close their gap on the leader here, as the checkers car now trying to challenge the leader, the wrecker car, his teammate. Down to 8:45 remaining in this first round heat between the Smokehouse and Boogity Boogity Racing. It looks like one of the cars from the Smokehouse just came back onto the track, having lost a couple of laps to the leaders. So at the very least, Boogity Boogity Racing has scored 6 or 9 points now. That checkers car about to lose that 2nd spot to the wrecker car for the Smokehouse. So that wrecker car now sets sights on the leader, making very good pace right now. Best lap of the race at 13.9 just ran. He gives the position back to the checker car for Boogity Boogity Racing, and now faces a challenge from the checker car. Ooh. And the checker car for Boogity Boogity Racing gets caught up in his own misfortune, loses several positions. Back to the 5th position now, trying to hold off one of the traffic jammers in Smokehouse. now down to the 6th position. Meanwhile, a checker car for the Smokehouse now challenging the leaders here. Once again, the wrecker car for the Smokehouse. Gets by his checker car counterpart, taking that 2nd spot back. Down to 6:30 remaining here in this first round heat. Boogity Boogity Racing still holds the advantage as one of the traffic jammers from the Smokehouse was caught up on pit road and lost a couple of laps to the leaders. See the top 3 are still close proximity to each other. That checkers car making a challenge for 2nd. Easily complete the pass. He's now closed within a car length of the leader. Will the Smokehouse be able to assume the lead and start scoring points and make up the gap on them in Boogity Boogity Racing? They still have 5:15 remaining here in this heat. Still plenty of time to get the job done right now, as they are starting to come up on some of the traffic jammers. Distance remains about a car length between the leaders, 1st and 2nd here. So the wrecker's car for Boogity Boogity Racing no longer has to worry about that checkers car, as that checkers car has just dropped back multiple car lengths after getting caught up in the wall. Definitely tell that checkers car got out of the groove there. Down to 4:20 remaining here in this first round heat. Boogity Boogity Racing holds the narrow lead over the Smokehouse as one of the Smokehouse's traffic jammers cars got caught up on pit road. Meanwhile, you can see that the checkers car for the Smokehouse trying to take the lead away from the wrecker's car for Boogity Boogity Racing. That would give them an opportunity to start scoring points from leading laps, as the checkers cars are the only cars that are able to score points on the track here. See the wrecker's car mixing it up with the traffic jammer, getting out of whack there. Allows 2nd place to close in on him a little bit more. Will the Smokehouse use this traffic jammer as a pick? Boogity Boogity Racing's wrecker car able to get by that traffic jammer. Meanwhile, you can see the checkers car for the Smokehouse back up in the wall, and now having lost that 2nd position. Down to 3 minutes remaining here in this first round heat. As you can see, the wrecker's car for Boogity Boogity Racing playing great defense here. See, these traffic jammers are making it all sorts of difficult for the Smokehouse to get by right now. Definitely looking to be a very low points scoring affair here in this heat race as Boogity Boogity Racing maintains the narrow gap between them and the Smokehouse. You can see that the Smokehouse's checker car is still trying to navigate these traffic jams, not bearing the fruit that, well, that was bearing some fruit. As you can see, that one of Boogity, the wrecker car, the leader, was caught up in a wreck, and that will give the lead to the wrecker car for the Smokehouse, who is now trying to fend off a challenge from the checker car of the Smokehouse. And maybe I spoke too soon now. You can see that the checker car for the Smokehouse has just taken the lead for the first time today, taking advantage of the misfortune of Boogity Boogity Racing's wrecker car getting wrecked up. He has a minute 10 remaining to score as many points as he possibly can right now. So we're going to switch it up to chopper view here. You can see the checker car for the Smokehouse now working on this traffic jammer. Scoring another 3 points for the Smokehouse. 3 points they are desperately going to need, I believe, as we are down to 30 seconds remaining here in this first round heat. The Smokehouse also going to be able to take advantage of the 25 victory points here. So we are down to the final 15 seconds here. I believe it is going to be 2 to go at the line. And time does expire. Indeed, it was 2 to go at the line, as all the Smokehouse has to do is hold on to the lead for just 3 more corners. Oh, almost wrecked there. They got one more. Come on, one more corner, and the Smokehouse can come away with victory points. 25 precious victory points. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Smokehouse will overcome Boogity Boogity Racing. Despite Boogity Boogity Racing scoring several points for catching one of the Smokehouse's traffic jammers 4 laps down. That is 12 points for Boogity Boogity Racing. But that will not be enough by any stretch of the imagination. Let us see how it unfolds here. Do not believe Boogity Boogity Racing's checker car at any point led here. Better safe than sorry, though. No, they definitely did not. They did not get those 3 points, but they did get those 12 points. Okay. So, Boogity Boogity Racing will score 12 points in their defeat, and they get 10 additional points for that. So, leaving the day with 22 points out of round 1 is not that bad. Still, it is now time to see that the Smokehouse got 6 points for lapping traffic jammers. So 9 points for leading laps, plus the 6 points for traffic jammers. 15 plus 25 makes for 40 points on the round as they go into round 2 to face the Miller timers. That being said, coming up next, we got the Intimidators taking on the Silver Foxes in what I think will be another amazing, exciting first round CWRL Fight Night matchup here. So stay with us as we set that all up for you. CWRL's Fight Night at the Freedom Factory will be right back. Don't go anywhere.